Let's start with your reading, Gemini. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Make sure to check out the readings for all of your signs in order to get a better understanding of your overall situation. Now, let's look into the energies around you and the upcoming events for you. Okay. All right. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles, followed by the Moon and the Sun. And so what I'm seeing right here, right off the bat, is an energy that it's impacting someone in two completely opposite, different ways. This really feels like a roller coaster of emotions. If this is you, you're finding yourself being very fearful at times, and instead other times being happy, feeling good, feeling optimistic about things. There is something that you wanted to achieve, that you wanted to happen. You felt very close to it. And then suddenly, perhaps there was a stop. It got interrupted and you couldn't get there, not 100%. And so right here, you're fighting the disappointment sometimes, and sometimes you're very successful at it, focusing on the future instead of focusing on the past, right? But some other times instead you can't. And that's where we get to the Moon energy. Obviously, with the Two of Pentacles, you are in between these two energies. Sometimes you're more over here, sometimes you're more over here. And overall, this feels like a transition for you, a transition of some sort. And we will have to see how this energy, it's going to evolve in the near and distant future as well. Now, first of all, in the middle of the reading, we have the Page of Swords crossed by the Hermit. I really see that here the person who is affected, impacted by this energy is over analyzing the situation. And trust me, when I say that, they do this day and night. And we see them when they're awake, maybe spying on you, maybe trying to understand what the other person is doing, why they are silent, if they have perhaps someone else, and if they're still thinking about them, at times at least. Right here with the Page of Swords, someone is doing some spying. They're trying to see what you are up to, trying to see if maybe there's still a chance, you're still thinking about them. And overall here with the Hermit, that's something that they cannot control in a way, because they feel that that's their path. They feel that that's what they are meant to do, who they're meant to be with. And so overall here, they still act as though they are loyal to the other person. Therefore, they might not be talking to anyone else. They might not be seeing anyone else, because in a way, in their heart, that feels like they are cheating on you. And so I don't know if you have ever experienced this sort of situation before, where you have broken up with someone, but in your heart, that connection is still very important. And every time that you see someone new, whether it's just for fun or maybe for a date, it just feels so weird. Like, I shouldn't be here. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be back home with my Gemini, building our future together. And so, obviously, right here, there's a lot going on. As far as your focus, Gemini, Nine of Swords. And so, this definitely had some sad ending. We see how right here, perhaps you are also, at least in the past, you were also feeling low self-worth. You were feeling as though this was meant to last. How did it end up like this? This is not something you've seen coming, something perhaps this person has seen coming, but obviously someone must have messed up here. Whether it was actually because of something that someone did or the distance, something must have happened, got in the middle of the two of you. And right now, the situation is the one that we see right here. Maybe with the Nine of Swords, in the past you felt that this person didn't fight hard enough, impacting your self-worth. And even if you don't want for your self-worth to be defined by someone else's feelings and actions, at times lately you can't help but feeling not enough because of what this person did or didn't do. But as you see, the both of you are still thinking about each other in a very strong and powerful way. So let's see where this is going to go. Now, what we see in the past position, Four of Cups, and that could be the moment where a line was drawn in between the two of you. Maybe you wanted to push this person away and start over, but deep down, your heart wanted you to stay, wanted you to try and to maybe fix things. But your mind here was stronger and really said, you know what? This is probably never going to work out. There is something right here which is unfixable. Let's just go. And so with the Four of Cups, you might be thinking now, did I do the right thing? Did I let them think that I don't care about them? And do I care about them? At the time you were hurt, so whatever you have done there, it was justified by how you were feeling inside. But right now, it's clearly something that maybe you are reevaluating at a certain degree. And, as a Gemini, you often overthink things, right? You really analyze things, you overanalyze, you're trying to understand what this person might be about, how they might be feeling. But right here, your strength is the Three of Cups. And you know what this card is telling you, Gemini? Stop thinking. Right here, the card is saying, go out, have fun, forget about this for now. Spend time with your friends, dress up, make yourself all pretty, live in the moment. There is something right here that you're going to gain by doing this. And not just your soul, not just you feeling better about yourself and taking care of yourself, but also there is something that it's going to be triggered by this. By you going out, it feels like this person will maybe see you out, or you'll take a picture and then upload it, do something that this person is going to see. And that feels like a turning point, at least so far. Why do I say that? Because of the Ace of Cups following this energy. We see how right here, the feelings in between the two of you are still there, Gemini. I mean, you can convince yourself that you don't care, that you are better off without this person, but come on, it's right here. And it's fine to admit it. It's fine to just acknowledge the fact that this energy is still here, especially in a situation where this energy is not just from you, but it's from this person too. And I'll show you why in a second. And so right here with the Ace of Cups, you see that there is still a lot to say. There is still a lot to express to the other person. And the thing that you don't know about this, as I was mentioning, is that this energy is actually going both ways. So right here, there is a possibility, even if it's tiny, but there is a possibility for a new beginning, for a new start. Overall, what we see so far is that this cup is overflowing, which means that someone has been waiting a long time to say something, to admit something. They have to release something that they cannot keep it to themselves anymore. When I say they, it could be you, or better, it could be the both of you, honestly, at this point. So right here, I see also someone maybe needing for some sort of forgiveness for whatever has happened here. And someone who is thinking that this is the only way to be happy, you know? Sometimes, unfortunately, the only person that can make you happy is the same person that hurt you in the first place, that made you sad in the first place. And that's so hard to explain, you know? That's something that people understand only when you go through it. And this is exactly what I see you both thinking right now, where I see you both right now, in this place right here. That person hurt me. That person caused me to feel this way. And the only way for me to not feel this way anymore is to reconnect with them. And, you know, that might not make sense on the surface, but maybe it's a message, an energy, a language from the universe trying to tell you, hey, maybe there was a misunderstanding. Maybe things are not as they seem. And so the fact that you still feel that the only way to heal is by talking to this person and connecting with them once again, it's because maybe they're going to say something which will clear up that misunderstanding and allow this to keep growing in the future. And so right here coming up, we definitely have an energy that is not really from you. This, I am sure. I mean, you might miss this person as well. But this specific card is connecting to the other person's energy because it's followed by the Ace of Cups, and because it shows that you're not expecting perhaps this person to admit something, to do something that they're about to do here. Six of Cups, obviously, they're feeling nostalgic. They are feeling as though the only way to find happiness again is by being right next to you. And also, this card has a specific message that says, past brought me here. The past brought me here. Which means that they are going to find themselves in a place, maybe close to you, unexpectedly, saying the memories, the promises that we made to each other perhaps now brought me here in this specific spot right next to you. There is something that I need to tell you. This is not over. I need to tell you something. Ace of Swords, clarity coming up, a breakthrough moment. So definitely the two of you are going to be face to face. And let's see what this is going to be about. This is a very complex situation, but at the same time, it's still showing a lot of potential. We need to understand what this information is, how you feel, how they feel, your intentions at this point. Are they still the same? Are you still on the same page as far as what you want for the future of this connection, or have things changed overall? So let's see first of all what this energy is, what you should expect in the near future, and then we will see how it's going to evolve in the distant future as well. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Gemini, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal reading. I send out emails to confirm every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Gemini, and look at the card which is connecting us in between the current energies and the future energies. This is beautiful. This is major. I said beautiful, but honestly, you will be the judge of that because it depends on how you feel right now and what you are waiting for. But that baggage, that message that was waited to finally be released right here with the Ace of Cups is going to be released. Of that, you can be sure. This is energy manifested. It's someone releasing energy, traveling perhaps as well if they're far from you. You are going to say, what are you doing here? This is going to be definitely a turning point. Whatever is going to happen next, this is going to change things up. So What does this person want to tell you that they haven't told you before? What is that Ace of Swords about? Let's start by clarifying those two cards, and then we will see how it's going to evolve. Overall, this situation doesn't feel over at all. Even if few or them are trying to at times hide it and deny it, it's still there. You cannot hide what's in your heart. Oh my God. Oof, I just got goosebumps for you, Gemini. Okay. All right. So, this is what they're going to say to you. I know that